Out of all the jobs in the world, few seem more stereotypical of the average college student than pizza delivery. Let's meet up with Joe Higley, CWI student and delivery driver, in order to find out exactly what makes his job more interesting.
The thing I enjoy most about my job is that nobody's ever upset that they ordered pizza. So when you go up to the houses, you can get kids streaming out of the front door, screaming, the pizza's here, and you show up and you give them the pizza, and they're all smiles and happy, and they're like, hey, I got a pizza, and it's delicious. And, just being able to just get people to smile really makes your day better. When you're in the store, you're not going out and making tips, so it feels very monotonous, and you don't have that music and that you can listen to. So usually I like to stick with the dish pit because end of the night, that is always the hardest thing to get through. If there's not a lot of boxes, I like to fold that, and I can also help make a pizza if they really need to, but if it's super busy, they usually won't ask me to do so. The thing I hate about my job is that it's a tip economy, so sometimes I'll get really good tips and there'll be days where I could go 4 to 5 hours and I can only make $5 in tips. And those days really suck, as well as there are also days where I will go to work and I'm supposed to be off at 10, and usually if you have to stay for a couple of whiles, they'll have you do one or two things. It takes about 10 minutes, but if you have to do one delivery, and then you're gone for another 30 minutes. There are days in which I'm working 5 to 10, but I'm still there at midnight, and there's no chance of me leaving because of how busy it is.
Then we asked Joe what his weirdest delivery was.
It was late on a Friday night, and it was about when everybody was all drunk, and they were all ordering pizza. And I showed up to this one house, and it took them about 10 minutes to fully complete my transaction, which is them signing the paper. But they closed the door on me, so I was just waiting, and they come out, they're drunk out of their minds, they hand me the paper, they give me about $4 and nothing but quarters and dimes and pennies, and they give me an action figure. And I just thought it was so ludicrous to do that I kept it, and it's been sitting on my shelf since. I like to listen to music, I like listening to podcasts. If I have homework that requires me to listen to something, that's when I like to listen to it. And it's just coming up with my own rules of the road.
Hello. Pizza for you today.
Thank you so much.
Alright, you guys order, and you have a great night.
You too, thank you.
But Joe's favorite part of the job?
The pay.
Joe delivers to neighborhoods much like this one, and he's serving happiness one slice at a time. This just goes to show he's not some regular Joe. I'm Patrick Miller, CWI News.